Ladies and gentlemen, Lawbury Graham, the champagne copy, just dropped a brand new diss. I told y'all, they said the Iceman was cometh. And who is it on? Is it on Kendrick? Does he want to run back? Nah. Is it on Pooh Shiesty? Did he get offended with that line? Nah. It's on Spotify. It's on Spotify again. Drake got on stream, diss Spotify again. Listen, I know Spotify looking like, I know you don't want a round two. What's up? Spotify said, what's up? Spotify said, how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Spotify said, let's go. Yeah, what's up? Run it back.
Drake decided to get back on stream, but this
Shout out to the Ville. This is the channel I'm watching.
time around, he decided to take aim at Spotify. It doesn't look like he's going to take a shot at another rapper, but this time he decides to go at the streaming companies that he was blaming for his loss of the battle. Yeah, that's right. He still blames Spotify and UMG.
Still is insane work. I think the most baffling thing of this battle is just how little Drake has learned. I keep going like, man, maybe he's learned something. Nah. How little he's learned and how exactly he's the exact same person he was before this. And if anything, he's kind of doubled down on some of his most Karen behavior. So it's like, all right, brother, all righty.
The reason why he lost this battle against Kendrick Lamar. But let's get into the reason why he doesn't like Spotify in the first place. Because if you remember way back when, Drake had dropped the UMG Spotify legal action over Not Like Us. This is kind of when back in January or December, they decided to settle out of this petition. Drake withdrew the petition against UMG and Spotify on January 14th. The rapper and his legal team sat down with the companies earlier in the day. The petition was withdrawn in the state of New York, and it's been stated that there will not be cost to any party as a result. It's important to note, however, that the rapper filed the petition in both New York and Texas. The Texas petition is still active and wasn't addressed by Drake's legal team, not yet, at least. Drake's decision to withdraw the petition has surprised many and led to speculation as to why.
Surprised many. It surprised many. Did it? Did it?
Is an explanation at the time when Drake decided to drop the petition against Spotify.
Drake has he took battle L's and I don't even think we sit back and think about how many legal L's he took. Because, boy, he was very confident in the beginning of this legal battle just to... What is he... remember when they're acting like there's like some secret cabal they're going to expose? Remember the whole Iceman promo? How come all the Iceman episodes stopped? When you go back and watch those shows, they aged like the Olsen twins. Bah! Bah, bah, bah! Like, what? Oh, nah. Never that. Prum. They aged awfully. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Olsen twins. I hope there ain't nothing wrong with them. I should stop saying that. But I'm just saying, of all the victims, of all the people you lined up and said, oh yeah, I know what they did last summer. Who did he get? Who did he expose? Which W did he take from it? It was a back to back. You could say he lost all the rounds of the battle, then all the rounds of the legal battle.
And UMG at the same time.
He like 8-0, nigga.
Defamation lawsuit was still active
over this battle.
The Texas one wasn't dismissed yet. That was handled later on, and that was later resolved. But this is when he decided to drop the legal action against Spotify. This is when he was speaking really strongly about Not Like Us being botted, only later to backpedal and withdraw from legal action. Now Drake is on live stream with Ben the Don, calling Spotify botify.
No background music? You know what? They don't, but I guarantee that they. I can play it on Spotify real quick. We'll play it then. And take us full screen before we go to Blackjack.
Drake is taking aim this way because he still thinks in his head.
If you didn't hear what he said I could play it on Spotify. What's goody? It's your boy Screw. You know I'm always trying to find ways to make a little money on the side. And one thing I really rock with are those programs that allow you to get paid for playing games. And the one I'm using right now, I'm rocking with, is called Tester Up.
Wow, that is very interesting. Please tell me more.
It's an app that makes everything way easier. You download it, pick a game, and it tracks your progress for you so you don't have to guess or wait for the payout. This finna be a breeze. Out of everything I've tried, they've had the best payouts, and that's why I'm really rocking with them currently. So here's how it works. Now, obviously, mobile games need people to play their games. Instead of just running ads, they pay Tester Up to find people who will actually play.
Oh, say less.
Tester Up connects you to those games so you actually get paid for the time that you put in. When you sign up, there's usually a bonus offer that pops up. Start with that one. It's the easiest way to rack up your first bit of money. If you want to try it, download through my link or scan my QR code so you're using the same system that I am. There's a lot of random programs out there, but this is the one that's paying out the best.
There can be only one.
So give it a shot and let your boy know what you think. We're going to have to decide, to the Drake Glazers, to the Ovi hoes, we got to decide. Do y'all want to use Spotify as a flex, or is it Spotify? Y'all going to have to. Y'all can't just change colors depending on the temperature. Y'all got to tell me which one y'all go by. Because when Drake has a great streaming year of his old music on Spotify, right? If his old music is still pushing him up on Spotify, y'all will push that he had the greatest streaming year. But then if it's something else, then when Drake comes out, Spotify, it's Spotify. So which one is it, bro? Which one is it? Huh? I don't know. But this boy's still having beef with Spotify. I don't know. What does he expect to happen? What does he expect? Like, bro, if Drake just knew how to take an L, he would not be going. Drake takes L's from not accepting L's. And accepting an L doesn't mean you have to come with your hat in your hand and be like, I'm sorry, guys. Just move on. Just move on, bro. Just move on. I'm going to cover it every time, especially because my name was directly involved with this lawsuit.
UMG and Spotify are responsible for his loss. Is the reason why he lost. This is,
and he still don't believe that he lost just because Kendrick out-rapped and out-strategized him. He don't believe that. That's that entitlement.
why he's so upset. He's not going to
can't
take
believe
accountability that
You
he
need
just
therapy,
wasn't
Drake.
in the skill bracket to beat or win in this battle. So he
And even if it was a skill thing, I don't even necessarily feel like it was one on skill. Battles aren't usually just dependent on skill. Skill is a part of it. But Kendrick Lamar out-strategized him. Drake was never going to win this. Drake came in this without a strategy. Kendrick had one of those, a cork board with the thumbtacks and the yarns. He had all of that planned before he went at Drake. So
calls it Spotify. But you know what's even crazier than that is that when we talk about Spotify, when we talk about streaming, the person that's most streamed on there is Drake. It's just crazy how you would call them Spotify when you're the most daily streamed person.
So when you put up these things with a trophy and a fine, that's why I said, are we going to, is the Spotify count or is it Spotify? Let me know.
And on there, Drake has been streamed 55.5 million times on Spotify daily. Is what they're saying here. Most daily Spotify streams. But this is just one textbook example of the analytics counting Drake as number one on Spotify, where he claims they bought their music. Wouldn't they also bought for the person that they mostly stream and mostly advertise? People don't forget this stuff, bro. People don't forget back when Scorpion was dropping, and all of this is all you could see.
I also think if I'm Spotify, I'm extra like, God damn, this is one of the most unappreciative niggas ever. Drake is just like a lot of people, where you could do something for them. You could even cheat the game for them. You can give them the world. A lot of human beings are like this for like 14 years, bruh. 14 years you just capitulating to everything they want. You giving them whatever. And on that 15th year, because they lost the battle, now it's F Spotify, now it's F them, when they did this for you? If I'm Spotify, I'm like, it's a nasty nigga. We gonna keep making the money from this nigga though, but he a nasty nigga. That's nasty work, nigga. Unappreciative ass.
Massive dance hits, beast mode, happy pop hits,
Look at
summer
this.
party, UK music, British music.
I think they had him the face of a polka playlist at one point. I said, what, nigga? It said goddamn Drake, Weird Al Yankovic. And I was like, what?
R&B, Friday, UK. Drake's not even from the UK. What are we talking about here? And this is the problem, right? This is the problem because they're still in active.
He's on Best of British. This Canadian nigga's on Best of British playlist.
Lawsuit currently.
He didn't even have a British song. Like,
still a current active lawsuit involving RBX going against Spotify directly.
Oh, I forgot about that
in regards
lawsuit.
to Drake. Spotify claims billions of Drake streams were fraudulent. A new class action lawsuit accuses the streaming platform of turning a blind eye to mass-scale fraudulent streaming. Now it goes back to the conversation, right?
Did Spotify claim this or did RBX claim this?
How does RBX know about this? How does Drake know about these fraudulent streams that are going under Spotify's noses unless they're turning a blind eye to allow Drake to do this so they could reap off the benefits also, and that the other artists could go starving, the other artists that Drake claims that he was speaking up for in this
RBX,
lawsuit.
man.
But in hindsight, all he did was point
I
out
don't know about the narrator. Hit him with the fast blood flow. Y'all know about R, yeah?
that people in the industry use bots, and he's pointing at the people that actually just turn a blind eye to him, allegedly, while he does it himself, but gets mad when he thinks that they're going to do it for someone else. However, again, this case with Kendrick Lamar, it was dismissed. The lawsuit that Drake had made for Kendrick Lamar failed. And again, to repeat, he had withdrawn the legal action from Spotify before the Not Like Us defamation case was dismissed. So in hindsight, he took L after L. All of his claims were frivolous and ended up getting dismissed because you couldn't prove that Not Like Us was being botted. However, you had shed so much light on bot farming as a general conversation in hip hop that now fans are.
Exactly. Y'all see this, right? Oh, never mind. 37,000 sales from 21 Savage miraculously disappeared. And that's the exact number difference that people thought the projected it selling. Then all of a sudden the projection jumped up like 37. And then random like, yeah, we got to remove 37,000. Like, come on, bro. The street, F the streets.
Woke to this shit. And now they're pointing out anybody else who is using fraudulent streams. I think Drake did more damage to himself and his fellow artists that do bot also, just like him.
And that he did. DeVille, you made a great point here because Drake was the numbers guy. That's what he held his hat on, was the numbers. But through him doing this now, I think what he's done is train the casual listener to not care about numbers as much. I really do. If something has a huge spike now, if something goes, I've always known that. But it's low-key a good thing for the hip-hop fan because I now think that you got to kind of just judge something by what you hear and not the number you see in front of it. So
by exposing,
they're still not going to do that because they're uncultured. Niggas don't. There'll be a lot of people in hip-hop that are not fans of hip-hop. Like, I don't think 21 Savage is a fan of hip-hop. That nigga literally said, Kendrick likes rapping. I don't really like it.
This in a court of law. Is this the reason why 21 Savage can't sell 100,000 copies because they can't bot anymore? I'm not sure. It is funny how 21 Savage isn't getting the same look that he got with his last album after all of this bot pointing has gone in place. And Drake is responsible for the bot pointing. He's the one that was pointing at these shady activities, but he's also the one that's at fault here.
I'm going to stop this right here. There's still about half of the video left. Please go to the Ville page, watch the rest of this video and what he's got to say about it. But I know they're over at Spotify like, yeah, you can call us Spotify all you want. Keep dropping that music. Drop that Iceman, man. Yeah, Spotify, whatever. Drop that Iceman, Goofy. So, hey, the beef that never ends. He won't say Kendrick's name, but boy, Spotify, come here, nigga.